Hello, and I'm Victoria from Victoria Moon Tarot. Just adjust that then. Right, I am a tarot reader of over 20 years, and today I've started my new YouTube channel. So, wish me luck for my first YouTube reading. And today we're going to do a general reading, 3 cards and 3 decks. A general reading on what the next couple of weeks will be like for you. So we've got deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3. I don't use crystals or anything like that because I think it distracts the eye. So this is the main tarot deck here, so that's not included. So we go 1, 2, 3. If you'd like to just focus your energies and your eyes on one of the decks, and we'll be able to find out what's in store for you in the next, well, I'd say between 2 to 3 weeks. So I'll just leave you a few minutes to try and focus. What I ask of people who like a reading is to uncross your arms or uncross any legs, because I find it blocks energy and it's best for a clearer, more precise reading. So we go 1, 2, 3. I'll give you a few minutes to focus your eyes. So this is deck 1. So I'll have a look at deck 1 here. So you've got the Death card, but don't worry, that I'll explain that in a minute. And the Ace of Swords, and the High Priestess. This is telling me this is about intellectual pursuits. So the Ace of Swords is about, I don't know if you're starting a college course, a study course, school, but this is all about your intellectual pursuits and your mind. So the Death card means that there might be a little tiny bit of trouble, but then you will get through that. It won't all be plain sailing, but you'll get through to the end, because the Ace of Swords is about using your mind and your little grey cells in your head. So it's all about what you can do, how you think you can get through it, and you will get through it, because the High Priestess is also a card of study and power and strength and intellect. So the person who picked deck number 1, for the next 2 weeks, this is all about intellect, study, your mind, intellectual pursuits. So I don't know if that resonates with you at all. And that's deck number 1. Move on to deck number 2. So the light keeps fading in and out here. So we've got Cancer. I don't know if you can see that. And the Ace of Pentacles. And this is Saturn. Okay, so if you pick deck number 2, you're either, I suspect you're probably a water sign, or it concerns somebody who is a water sign. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So if this is what's on your mind, then it's come out in this card. Cancer also predicts being near the water or travel. Cancerians are often linked to home as well. So, and it's not in reverse, it's the right way up. So this is predicted to either your home life or you're suspecting of travelling. And it's usually contented and children, and because if you look a bit carefully, there's a woman and a child there, and it's right next to the sea. So this is the role of the mother in the family, or you've got happy relationship with the mother, or your happiness around your children, and that's where you should be at this time. Or planning a holiday, or you've got a trip in mind. It also signifies it here. The Ace of Pentacles is to do with money. So we have that there. I'll just show you that. And it's to do with finances. So whether you're thinking of investing some money, or investing some money for a holiday, or repairs at home, or anything to do with that, you should do that now and get some advice, because there's the Saturn, and he's a wise old man, as is shown in this person, or you could just say a wise old person. I wouldn't be surprised if you're after some kind of advice to do with travel, money, or your home. You should listen to the person that's given it to you, because that's what the Saturn is representing. This is a wise person who knows what they're talking about. So give them a little listen and take their advice, according to deck number 2. And then we'll go for deck number 3. Whoever's chosen deck number 3, we've got the Ascendant, the Dog, and Venus. Right, so we'll read deck number 3 for those who've chosen deck number 3. The first card I pulled out was the Ascendant, and the Ascendant, as the illustration shows here, is a face. So this is the way you like to see yourself towards the public, or the public likes to see you. So appearance is extremely important to you now. Perhaps you would like a makeover or a new hairstyle, or that's what's in your head, or maybe some new clothes, because you know that you want to look smart for the outside world. But as I predicted, Venus has come out here, which I suspect, along with the Dog, which means you're very friendly, I suspect you've got a new love or a date you want to impress. So there's Venus and the Dog. This, of course, is man's best friend, the Dog. So it's either somebody you're trying to impress someone. I suspect it's a new love, or somebody you fancy, or somebody you like to impress. These are like beautiful things. So you're just into beauty and you want to look nice. And I would go ahead and do that now, because, you know, if you are impressing a new partner, go ahead and do this now, because it's really important, the face that you show to the world at the minute. People, you know, love you, they think you're very friendly and very nice, and you want a little bit more, you want a little bit of love. Sorry about that. Going on here, says Venus is here like that. So for those of you who picked deck number 3, this is your appearance to the world. Possibly new hairstyle, new outfit, you want to look your best, possibly for a new love or a friend who might turn into a love. But it's definitely your outside appearance and inner beauty that will show that right in this time, the next couple of weeks. So, you know, these readings are limitless. You can always come back and refer back to the cards in a couple of weeks' time. I will be putting up more readings as we get on, as I go on with my channel. And I enjoyed reading for you today, and even though this is my first video, it might be a little bit rough, so you have to forgive me. But I enjoyed it very much, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. I don't want it to go on for too long, because I think that, you know, you can bog people down with too much detail, and if you're more short and matter of fact, then you get the gist of it. It is a shorter reading. It will probably last around 2 to 3 weeks. So you want to check back in with me, and you can do it again. I'll have new readings up and maybe new subjects. If you want to give me a message, have any suggestions of subjects you might want to see on this channel, I'll be very happy to do that for you and see how we can get on with it, and anybody else who has any suggestions. So for now, I'm Victoria from Victoria Moons Tarot, and if you want to subscribe, just hit that little bell and I'll be really, really grateful. So that's my first reading over with. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed giving it. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.